All right, Brent, I guess you guys, been a couple weeks here, but you guys finally, I'm sure you're getting anxious to get down there and start playing. So now that you've had a couple weeks to digest, well, I guess what's the game plan here for where you're going in against a team you haven't played before?
You know, it's just like starting over like game one of the season, really, just like we were prepping for Upper Iowa. You really have an idea what they did through the year, but not 100% sure what they're all going to change, who's going to be healthy for them. So you just kind of put in your base game plan and get the boys ready, shake the rust off, and get ready to go, hopefully by the time we get down there.
What have you seen from them? I guess cursory look at them. What do you know about
They're just well coached. I think you start there. I think they have some really good players on the defensive side of the ball. Start there, and they're well coached. They give you a bunch of different looks. Like they got some very good secondary players, so they'll bring pressure, and they're going to challenge us up front on that side of the ball. Offensively, I think they go as their quarterback goes. He's kind of had a little up and down season, so when he's on and throwing the ball around, well, they certainly have skill kids as well. I think their O-line, it's been banged up on and out through the season, but I assume they'll be healthy. So they like to run the ball. If they can hit the play action off of it, that's really what they want to do offensively. So we just got, I think the big thing is control the run game and hopefully get them in the passing situations.
Do you know anything about Kerry Woods? I know he's on their team now, but I wasn't sure if you've seen him much, or if you guys recruited him out of high school? Or?
Oh, we certainly recruited him out of high school, and then obviously went to North Dakota State and played for them as a redshirt, I think his sophomore year before he tried to switch to basketball. And then I heard rumors that he was going to be down at Washburn, and honestly know how talented he is from watching him for all those years here at the high school, and certainly watch him when he's in NDSU. So much rather have him in green and white than the blue and white down there. But he's a good player. I mean, they certainly have good players all across the board. So he'll be a good one, and hopefully we can get after him a little bit.
Yeah, I was looking, I don't know, it seems like they may be a little similar to you guys offensively, just they have a pretty good quarterback, and it seems like I was doing a little bit of research, it seems like he's got a lot of receivers too, that they're pretty deep there. I don't know if that's
Yeah, they spread the wealth. They certainly don't really throw it to one guy. Number 14 is a really good player for him. I think he's probably their go-to guy. And then number 3, and obviously Kerry as well. They just had some injuries, so they shuffle some guys in and out. They have big physical tight ends, and I think in a perfect world they'd line up and just try to smash the ball and do their play action stuff. A little bit different offense because they will go from no receiver sets to empty sets, so they do a lot of different looks, so we'll have to be prepared defensively for that. But I think our biggest challenge is stop the run and then don't give up any big vertical passing plays over the top and make them earn it down the field.
How big is this game for you guys? It's only the second time in school history you guys have gotten any kind of postseason berth.
Yeah, it's huge. When you're playing in December, that's what we kind of always talk about, being able to play in these games, and certainly wish it would be the playoffs. I'm sure Washburn would be wishing it was the playoffs, but our kids have had a real good prep for the bowl. They understand how important it is, and we certainly dangle that carrot out there of tying the most wins in our school history by getting a 9, and that's what we're shooting for. So they understand the importance, and they understood the importance of it throughout the course of the year. We want to take a step, and that this is one step to getting us closer back to the playoffs, which we've been trying to get to.
Are you guys leaving tomorrow or Wednesday?
We're leaving Wednesday night, and we'll head down to Faribault, and then I got some buddies in Iowa. We're going to actually practice at a high school field that could be a Division II stadium down in West Des Moines at Valley High School. One of our former alums, actually, Cole Scott, works and coaches at the high school, and then Brad Rose, their athletic director, has family actually in Walker, Hackensack, so kind of a small world. So I got to talk to him. He wants to, I think I traded out a fishing trip for letting us use their field. But we'll finish up the rest of the trip on Thursday. There is a banquet on Thursday night for the guys, and then Friday we'll do a practice in the morning, and then we'll get a little bit of off time in the afternoon. We're going to go over to Kansas City and hang out at Legends. That's where the D2 National Championship is held down there at that soccer complex. I guess there's an outdoor mall, so Duluth had done that in the years past. So gave the guys a few hours just to go be kids and players and just relax a little bit and enjoy the trip, and then off and running on Saturday.
What kind of challenges does this kind of a game and situation present for you guys?
I think the hardest thing for us is just getting used to having 3 weeks off. I mean, it was and throw Thanksgiving in there, and BSU had a week off, so coordinating that was probably difficult for us, players and parents the same, because they all had things lined up to go home, and then we asked everybody to stay plus the redshirt, so that was difficult. But other than that, it's been pretty seamless. You know, the film's been good. We exchanged film right away. They were good about doing all that, and it's just like prepping from everybody in just week to week like we have been doing. It just seems like it's taken forever. I wish this game was about 2 weeks ago and get it rolling. But we're happy. We're healed up, and obviously excited about going on and play.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. I mean, this gives you a chance. Maybe if you would have played 2 weeks ago, you wouldn't have maybe been fully healthy. Is there anybody that's out for you guys, or anybody out Bourbon?
The only guy that is out for sure is Isaac Annerud. Got healthy after his injury. I'm not exactly sure his quad or his hamstring. But during the warm-up out at Mary, he got hurt, and then recovering in the weight room, he broke his foot in warming up for weights. So what are the odds? If it's going to happen to anybody, it happened to a kicker or punter. I swear to God, they have the worst luck, or just the oddest things happen to those guys. But we'll miss Ike. He's an all-conference player for us. So Mason will continue the kicking duties, and then Nico Daniello will be back, which is exciting. We'll have him running around here. He's, again, in my mind, an all-conference inside linebacker. So he'll rotate. He'll be able to snap for us. So it would be nice to have him run around again.
Yeah. And just finally, I was just curious. I mean, is there anything? Obviously, you guys don't play any non-conference games anymore. So something. Obviously, MIAA. Is there anything that their conference is well known for? I mean, their teams sort of have a characteristic maybe that fans would want to look out for. I don't even know, like.
I think you'll see just a very physical mentality from anybody in the MIAA. They're going to be, they can spread it out and do different offense and defense. I think just with the amount of scholarships they have and the depth they're able to have on the field, I think you'll notice that. Like you mentioned about receivers, well, when you have 36 full rides, it's able to wash down a little bit and have more quality depth. And for us, it's not. Our league is at 28, so I think that's one of the differences. But I think one of the bigger things is that you look at it, it's just like playing the top 8 teams in the NSIC week in and week out. For us, sometimes we in the North maybe have a couple games that we should win on paper, 2 or 3 this year it seemed like, but there's not an off week in the MIAA. If you're 3-8 or 4-7, you're still a pretty darn good football team down there. So it'd be a test, and when you watch them on film, I think the kids understand that this is a really good football team, regardless of the record. And so we're going to have to play well and put ourselves in position to win the game. I think for us is getting off to a good start and getting up on them would be a huge benefit because, again, they would like to run the ball, and if we can do that, I think that might put some pressure back on them.